Today is May 13, 2024. International Court of Justice. Peace Palace, Carnegieplein 2, 2517, KJ, The Hague, the Netherlands. Why should the ICJ take my case? Because I have tried to resolve this controversy in many ways, extrajudicial settlements. That the U.S. Supreme Court, Puerto Rico Supreme Court, the Department of Justice of the United States, Department of Justice of Puerto Rico. Lower Puerto Rico courts having the knowledge of the evidence and no jurisdiction, the mentioned continues to violate the corporate commercial codes, federal regulations, due process of law, the Constitution of the United States and the Puerto Rico Constitution. They are defrauding the government of the United States and the people of Puerto Rico. They had and continues to violate my human rights and constitutional rights. They had and continues to violate all the already mentioned, and they don't care and don't give a damn thing because they think that they're above our human rights and constitutional rights. I haven't used the common law, I used what the Corporation of the United States 1871 created, so I defeated them with their own thing. It's not the first time they cause me trouble violating my rights. I have exposed that the Rothschild Bank are a fraud, all loans are fraud, that the banks are federal jurisdiction and has no power to use a state lower court to resolve controversies. They can use federal courts, but in the federal level I already won my case and they have to pay me. I have submitted federal complaints to all the mentioned above, law firms, etc., but like I said, nothing has been done. They are trying to crush me with unconstitutional proceedings. The fraud goes more deeper. Everything that has my fictitious, strawman, John Doe name with or combined letters and numbers generates bonds, and these bonds are for them, not me. Why me? Because I am the attorney, lawyer of that fictitious, strawman, John Doe name. The violations, the defrauding and the treason of the governments mentioned are so profound that I demand the death penalty of all of them, and seize all their properties, assets and liabilities. In fact, what all of them owes me surpasses trillions of dollars, maybe quadrillions. Like I said to them, paying me will not cause any damages to the corporations of Puerto Rico and United States because everything is numbers in a computer system, modern money mechanics. If you want the evidence, then take the case and you will see that I won the case. By Axel Concepcion Acosta Incorporated, fictitious name, strawman, John Doe. In 1933 the United States filed for bankruptcy, to make citizens pay the national debt. The banks created the Delaware Corporation known as the Bureau of Internal Revenue Incorporated in 1933. This office was massacring citizens illegally, collections, taxes, etc. As part of the government, they were being threatened with lawsuits, legal litigation for their abuse. To escape that, they moved him to Puerto Rico. This occurred in 1953 when they changed their name to IRS, Internal Revenue Service, Federal Internal Income Incorporated, as a Puerto Rican trust and as a division of the Puerto Rico Treasury Department or Treasury of the Commonwealth. 29 CFR 26.11. More evidence. United States Code Trust Fund Number 62 Puerto Rico Special Fund, Internal Revenue, Section 31 U.S.C. 1321, A. 62. U.S. Incorporated 28 U.S.C. 3002, DUNS number 0527141196. When all crimes are commercial, CFR 27 Section 72.11, burglary, counterfeiting, forgery, kidnapping, larceny, robbery, illegal sale or possession of weapons, ATF, commercial corporate business, DUNS 132282310, prostitution, extortion, swindling, and many other crimes, like addiction to drugs, marijuana use, are considered and defined as commercial crimes where you are converted to an object for commercial use and due process of law becomes a farce. Corporations doesn't have constitutional powers, no jurisdiction, therefore, no legal standing. Taxes collected are paid to the UK. Individual master file contains all your transactions and financial transactions for your entire life. Through codes they know what type of taxes you pay. One of these codes, 300 to 399, IRS Manual 6209, decrypts the records the IRS maintains on you, including the IMF or individual master file and the BMF or business master file. They have also been incorrectly classified to the Americans, Code TC10, Virgin Islands, Guam, and PR as corporate domiciles a legal permanent resident. Any person who has filled out and continues to fill out the 1040 form can be attacked by the IRS for doing business with the United Kingdom according to the IMF 300 to 399 Prohibited Assessment CP55 generated valid for MFT 30 IRS code for the Form 1040, under the treaty with the United States, BMF 300-399, US UK Tax Treaty Claim. If you track the money paid in taxes on the 1040 form, it is sent to the Crown of England as a tribute payment. The Crown of England is a sovereign corporation, this located in the heart of London, where the most powerful banks are. The area is 677 acres, it is 697.1302 acres of land. The Bank of England and Lloyds of England are from the Illuminati criminal family the Rothschilds. His slaves Temple Bar attorneys or Barra de Abogados del Temple constituted the power base known as Corona Crown. Although the Queen belongs to the aforementioned, she is not the head of the corporation. The head of the corporation was given to the Pontifical of Rome, the Pope/Vatican, with the treaty signed in the year 1213 by King John or John and the Pope Innocent III. England is considered by them as the Holy Empire of Rome. In 1297 that treaty was used to set a precedent in which England became a corporation as an independent city controlled by the Vatican. Just like the United States that continues to be enslaved by debt by the Vatican, by its financial divisions. 67% of the proceeds from the IRS Form 1040 go directly to the Crown of England. Another 23% goes to the Federal Reserve shareholders, there are around 300 of them. The remaining 10% goes to the reserve employees to buy their silence about this scam and fraud. Since 1913, none of the taxes paid are directed to the federal government. The federal government is fully funded through shadow sources such as but not limited to Halliburton, Wackenhut, Maersk, Nabisco, drug trafficking, the CIA. On October 28, 1977, the United States as a corporation and state declared insolvency. The state banks and the other banks were placed under the control of the governor of the funds, IMF, International Monetary Fund 26 IRC, G. 1, UCC 1-201, 23, CRS 39-22-103-5. To divert the taxes paid to banks in Europe and North America, which in turn are owned by the Crown of England.